Hello, everybody. Excuse me. How are you? Happy January. We are in it now. We are in the January energies. It is January 10th, and we're in it. We're a third of the way through January already. The year is flying by. I hope everybody's doing really good. And, I took 2 weeks off. And so I'm really, really happy to be here. And one of the things that I did, hi, Lisa. One of the things that I did was I got into playing in Canva and learning how to do little videos and fun little things. And so this little opening video was one of the things that I did. Hi, Jody. Yay. Thank you so much. Happy 2023 to you too. So I had a lot of fun, but I didn't get any rest when I was off, but that's okay because it was really fun. I love doing all these videos. I love doing all the graphics and all the videos and all that kind of stuff. I get such a kick out of it. Oh, RevNed, installing a sump pump. I know I was thinking about you. I was a little bit late. Actually, I wasn't that late. I thought it was a lot later. Because we've had a little deluge here too. I had the back door open a little bit for Mikey to come in. He'd gone out this morning and I knew it was going to rain because we've got the pineapple cyclone going on down here. And it's actually a bomb cyclone, and the Pineapple Express that I put together to be the pineapple cyclone is what I call it. A whole bunch of people. Oh man, downpour, major downpour, huh? And it's so funny because I had people give me a bunch of crap, acting like I was dumb, and I was calling it the pineapple cyclone because I was stupid. And I'm like, no, it's because I'm funny. It's bad when you have to tell people that you're funny, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's wet. Hi, Hillary. Happy New Year, guys. Yeah, I left the window open, and even though there's a big overhang, but I left the door open just a little bit for Mikey to come in. But I think when he came in, he kind of pushed the door open a little bit, and I have it so it doesn't open too far. But man, the wind must have been howling because there was water like 4 feet into the house, and so I had to clean that up. So, but I guess I wasn't that late. I wasn't that late. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? Look how fun. We have so many people here. The pineapple cyclone equals a lot of freaking rain, Lisa. You're exactly right. Oh my gosh. And, I'm in Southern California, so we're not getting it that bad. Northern California, oh my gosh. I've got family in Santa Cruz and Capitola. I've got friends up in Redding and Eureka. I've got a friend in Sacramento who happens to be in Hawaii right now. Somebody might know what I'm talking about. I kind of feel like telling her, don't come home. Just stay there. And actually, I have 2 friends in Hawaii and another one that's heading over there. So maybe they know something we don't, right? But ladies and gentlemen, we're into the year. We are into it. And I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but we've got huge Schumann resonance energies going off, and we've got some solar flares that are huge. So who's feeling funky? Whether it's tired, weird, emotional. Oh, I'm getting chills. Let me know in the chat. Give me a little Heidi ho in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling, because I had 2 nights. So what's today? So it's Tuesday today. So last night wasn't so bad. I had a little bit, but Sunday night, between Sunday and Monday, and also Saturday night, I woke up in the middle of the night and was having trouble breathing, stressed out and anxiety. Yep, Lisa, that's exactly what it is. I was having trouble breathing. My heart was pounding really hard. And I just had the anxiety. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? So I got up and I just felt very anxious and was kind of having trouble breathing. And it was like allergy breathing. right? It was like my mouth felt weird and my chest felt kind of tight, like allergy. I get not asthma, but I have this weird thing, like every once in a while, like I have a breather, like a Primatene Mist thing, and every once in a while, and it's allergies. Because if I take Benadryl, it's better. And I'm a lot of times I'm not even sure what I'm allergic to. It's just like, oh, there's allergies. But I had that pounding heart and a headache in the middle of it, and kind of scared me. And then I found out the last 2 nights, 2:30 a.m. Yeah. Matter of fact, not last night, Lisa, but Sunday night into Monday was the biggest, sharpest part of the Schumann resonance that was going off. And apparently we were in white zone, which is the highest energy, the highest frequency energies that we've had so far ever. And it was going on for like 9 hours, I think it was. So what that is that is the energy of ascension. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about, because I have had some crazy dreams. I've had some great downloads and energy coming in through this time too, where I got told the awakening is happening, the ascension is happening, and everybody really needs to get into the practice of self-mastery. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. I had put on our topic, take your power back, being in authenticity. And I'm gonna, yeah, it does feel like it. Some pump break. Ah, I love you, RevNed. RevNed's having some pump break. That kind of falls within that whole earth stuff too, because it's about our flow. How are we flowing? If you're not in divine flow, if you're not in the flow of the natural rhythm of things, if you're still fighting things, if you're still um I'm going to say it, not doing your prayer and meditation and a little self-mindfulness, these things are going to come up. And so, me telling you that I was having problem breathing in the heart, there's things with me too. And where you're feeling it is where the energy is stuck in you. And so it's kind of like, oh, my poor little heart. It's like there's energy stuck in there. And clear message and a date of 120. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa. Hey, Adele. Very good. Yeah. Hey, Adele, how you doing? Long time no see you. Yep. And Adele, that is why when things start in the outer world, start looking like they're going crazy, that's why we have got to get into our inner world, because we create our experiences. So when we're having these struggles, like Lisa's talking about, like what I'm talking about, I think Hill was saying that she's been having some struggle too. What we have to do is we have to get into the inner and we have to pay attention. We have to be mindful of what our thoughts are doing, because we're going to experience the frequency that our mind and our emotions are at. So if you're in fear, you're going to experience fearful things. If you're in, seeing angry, crazy people outside doing madness, you need to check on your own inner anger and what that is. That's why I teach so much about prayer and meditation and mindfulness. And we also had a teaching last week in my private membership about feeling your feelings and embracing them and loving them no matter what they are. And that's another part of this ascension energy and this ascension that's going on. And you guys, I'm having an ascension workshop on January 21st. I invite all of you guys to attend, because we need to be paying attention to this. So we've got the sun going off, and even though most of the western coast and the eastern coast and half of the Midwest is covered with clouds, the sun's still going off and the codes are still coming in. So we got Schumann resonance is actually vibrating at such a high frequency that it's a messing with the rhythms of our body, where we still have energy stuck, where we still have not cleared and cleansed and healed and loved back into the divine flow. That's where we're going to feel it. And a lot of people are feeling it in their heart, headaches, anxiety, that kind of stuff. And so is that saying you're bad, you're not doing your work? It's like, no, not at all. This is saying this is where your tender, sweet self needs some extra love. Okay. Because this isn't about you're bad. That's the outside world programming. That's the programming we all need to let go of and get rid of. Our job is to love ourselves, love our emotions, feel that, and then love it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Just like you would like a wounded child. Like any time that you're having pain, you're having fear, you're having experiences that bring these negative energies up. Think of them as a little child that fell down and skinned their knees. Would you be like, "You stupid idiot. God, there's something wrong with you." Would you treat a child that way? No. No, not at all. You would gather that child up and you would hug her or him and you would help them fix their knees and you'd kiss them and hug them and tell them that they're going to be okay and everything's okay, right? You got to treat yourself that way because these emotions and these energies are going to be coming up hardcore for a while. And probably until, and matter of fact, January 20th, Lisa, I think you threw that number out there. Yeah, until January 20th. I was getting January 23rd, but it's all in there. So let me share with you what I had this dream, this visitation in the dream, and it was kind of funny. So a lot of times when I get visitations from the higher realms, they come to me just like normal folk, right? Or they come to me weird, like giant monkeys and stuff like that. And I'm terrified of monkeys. Monkeys and clowns don't come to me, and so they come to me as monkeys and clowns, and it's like a joke. But anyways, so in my dream, I'm in my home and I'm hanging out, and I'm doing something like I'm reading or I'm working on a class for my students or something, and all of a sudden this bubble like comes out of the sky, but then down into my ceiling. And there's a regular middle-aged woman with curly brown hair, kinda slender, dressed in kinda jeans and a flowered t-shirt, something you'd kinda just see someone, hanging out. And in this bubble, I can see there's levers and buttons. Now, remember we talked about levers and buttons before? About how this January and the first half of this year is gonna be like a wild roller coaster ride. We have to remember that we have the levers and we have the buttons to control the ride. Well, she comes in with the levers and buttons. So she comes in and I can hear almost like this mechanical sound like there's an engine that's bringing her down, and then this little bubble turns and she's looking at me. And she looked me in the eyes, even though it felt like she was far away, but she was right there too. You know how that kind of goes there? And so I'm looking at her and she's communicating with me. And I was feeling it coming in and I was feeling like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I don't remember what she said. And a lot of times when that happens, it's because there's like a soul communication that's going on. There's a telepathic communication that's going on that is typically beyond words. So it's an understanding, it's a soul understanding, which means the wisdom from that will begin to bubble up when it's needed. And so she gets done and she looks at me and she nods and I can just feel this beautiful love come over me. And she goes, "And I just want to tell you," and this is now in English, like a regular talking. "I just want to tell you it's going to be okay. And tell the others it's going to be okay. Just hang in there. It's going to be okay." And then her little bubble goes click and out it is. And it looked almost like she went up into the dome. You know how people that believe in the flat earth, they think we have like a dome over us? Well, that's what it looked like, which again, I found very, very interesting. And then after that, after she had gone up, I woke up and I was like, "Oh my gosh." And you have those dreams that is kind of like, "Oh, wow, that was interesting," but they fade. Well, this is one that has stayed with me. So you know that it's a really, really important dream. Really pay attention to those ones and even write down the ones that stick with you like that. So something's coming up. The other thing that I got, Lisa, was January 23rd. And so right in there, it's this, there's something going on towards the end of this month. But I really do feel like it is around the Schumann resonance. It's around the sun codes that are coming in. It's around the energy that we're all feeling. And before the holidays, it felt kind of like a pressure cooker. And then after Christmas got over, it seemed like it kind of mellowed out and then it hit again. But what I woke up with this morning, and I know it these messages from this guide that came in the bubble, was, and it just keeps over and over in my head. The ascension is happening. The awakening is happening. It is now time to be operating in our self-mastery. And that means we have to master our minds. We have to pay attention to what we're thinking. We have to pay attention to what energy, what frequency we're putting out there in the world, and what frequency we're allowing to program us. Because the other thing this woman told me in all that was going on that wasn't verbal is that the dark forces are amping up their game, because end time is coming. Their end is coming. And so that's good news, but we need to hold the line in light and in love through this next and this month, but I really feel like it's the first half of the year.